Have you ever wondered why people fall in love with you? Is it really because of your smile, your humor, or the way you carry yourself? Or could there be something much deeper, invisible, and far more mysterious happening beneath the surface? Carl Jung, the Swiss psychologist and pioneer of depth psychology, believed that love is never random. He argued that when someone falls in love with you, it's not simply because of your outer personality or your social charm. Instead, it's because you awaken something hidden within them. In this video, we're going to explore Jung's fascinating insights into love, projection, and the archetypes of the psyche. You'll discover the two profound psychological reasons why people truly fall in love with you, and why you find yourself falling in love with others. And here's the twist. Jung believed that love is not really about the other person at all. It's about the self, trying to heal, to grow, and to become whole. Period. So let's dive deep into the invisible architecture of attraction and uncover the hidden truth behind love. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to Psychology Soul, click the bell icon so you never miss a new episode, and join our community of seekers who are passionate about psychology, spirituality, and self-discovery. We often say love at first sight. We call it chemistry, fate, or even destiny. It feels spontaneous, like a spark that appears out of nowhere. But Jung would say, nothing in the psyche is truly random. Behind every spark of attraction is a structure, an invisible logic shaped by years of childhood experiences, unconscious desires, and unmet needs. What feels like chance is actually the psyche searching for what it has lost or what it longs to integrate. It's almost as if your unconscious is a silent matchmaker, pulling you towards certain people while ignoring countless others. Why? Because those few people mirror back something vital, something your soul is trying to reclaim. Jung called this process projection. Projection is when we take hidden parts of ourselves, our forgotten strengths, our buried longings, our suppressed qualities, and unconsciously see them in someone else. It's like holding up a mirror, but instead of seeing our own reflection, we believe it belongs to the other person. For example, a cautious, rational person may feel captivated by someone spontaneous and carefree. A shy, quiet soul may be drawn to someone bold and magnetic. A person who has always feared intimacy may feel overwhelmed when they meet someone who radiates warmth and openness. What's happening here is more than admiration. It's recognition. You're not simply seeing the other person. You're seeing your own unlived potential waiting to be awakened. And this brings us to the first reason people fall in love with you. The first reason people fall in love with you is because you embody something they lack, a quality, a trait, a way of being that they've buried or never developed. It's not just about opposites attract. It's deeper. You reveal to them the missing piece of their psychological puzzle. Think of a man who has always been logical, serious, and controlled. He meets a woman who is playful, imaginative, and full of laughter. Instantly, he feels drawn to her. She represents the childlike spontaneity he abandoned long ago. Or imagine a woman who has lived her life in strict discipline, always responsible, always organized. When she meets someone wild, creative, and unpredictable, she feels alive for the first time. In both cases, the attraction is not about the other person's personality alone. It's about the unconscious saying, here is what you need to grow. Here is what you must reclaim within yourself. But here lies the danger. If the person never realizes that the quality they admire in you is actually something they could develop in themselves, the relationship becomes unbalanced. They may cling to you, not out of genuine love, but out of unconscious dependency. And when their needs change, or when your humanity no longer matches their fantasy, the attraction fades. What once felt like destiny begins to collapse. This is the fragile nature of projection. It creates illusions of connection, powerful, intoxicating, but often temporary. But Jung didn't stop there. He took the idea of projection even further with his concepts of the anima and animus. According to Jung, every man carries within him an unconscious image of the feminine, called the anima. Every woman carries within her an unconscious image of the masculine, called the animus. These are not just cultural roles or personal preferences. They are archetypes, deeply rooted figures in the collective unconscious. They are shaped by our earliest experiences with parents, myths, and cultural symbols of masculinity and femininity. And here's the key. When you meet someone who seems to embody this inner figure, the attraction is overwhelming. It feels like destiny, like you've known them forever, like your soul recognizes them. But Jung would caution, it's not fate, it's not proof of a cosmic soulmate. It's your psyche projecting its inner partner onto another human being. And this brings us to the second reason people fall in love with you. The second reason people fall in love with you is because you awaken an unconscious image. Their anima, their animus, or another archetypal figure within their psyche. You may not look or act exactly like the figure they've carried inside, but in essence, you resonate with it. You stir an ancient memory. You activate a pattern that has been sleeping within them. That's why the attraction feels so immediate, so irrational. It's not about who you really are. It's about the symbol you've become to their inner world. But again, there is a danger. When someone projects an archetype onto you, they are not really seeing you. They are seeing a fantasy. And as soon as your true self, with all your flaws and contradictions, begins to appear, the illusion begins to crumble. What once felt divine now feels confusing. What once felt perfect now feels complicated. This is why so many passionate relationships burn brightly in the beginning, but collapse under the weight of reality. If you're finding these ideas eye-opening, take a moment to hit the like button. It helps this channel grow and allows us to share Jung's wisdom with more people around the world. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever felt that someone you loved was really a mirror of something missing in yourself? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Psychology Soul and join us on this journey into psychology, spirituality, and self-discovery. Now, let's continue. Here's the paradox. Although projections can create illusions, Jung believed they are essential. Why? Because projection is how we grow. Every person we fall in love with becomes a mirror. They reflect back the parts of ourselves we've ignored, denied, or forgotten. Some awaken our hidden potential. Others expose our deepest fears. But all of them serve the same purpose, to push us closer to wholeness. This is the deeper meaning of love. It's not just romance, passion, or companionship. It's the psyche's way of accelerating individuation, the lifelong process of becoming your true self. Think back to the people who shook you, who changed you, who even broke your heart. Were they random? Jung would say no. They were carriers of meaning, catalysts for your evolution, teachers in disguise. Jung also spoke of synchronicity, meaningful coincidences that cannot be explained by logic, but feel deeply significant. Meeting someone at the exact right moment, when your soul is ready for change, is not an accident. It's synchronistic. It's the unconscious finding a way to push your growth forward. This is why some relationships, even short-lived, leave permanent marks on us. They were never meant to last forever. They were meant to awaken something inside us. But here's the problem. If you remain unaware of these unconscious dynamics, you'll repeat them endlessly. You'll keep falling in love with the same types of people. You'll chase the same illusions. You'll confuse projection with true love over and over again. Jung's advice? Awareness. The moment you recognize that your attraction may be a projection, you begin to take back your power. You stop searching for someone to complete you, and instead, you begin completing yourself. And from that place, love tran. So why do people fall in love with you? Because you reflect something they desperately need, or because you awaken an archetypal image buried deep in their unconscious. Either way, love is never an accident. It is the soul's way of guiding us toward wholeness. If this video gave you new insights into your own relationships, please share it with someone who might benefit from it. And don't forget to subscribe to Psychology Soul for more deep, thought-provoking explorations of psychology, spirituality, and the mysteries of the human mind. Thank you for watching, and remember, love is not just about finding another person. It's about finding yourself through them.